Now, Matt lives a very exciting life, and he's much more active posting than we are, and I'm glad he is because I love seeing pictures of his kids.
Right.
So that's cool.
And what they're doing.
Yeah.
You guys
We're
always
talking about
have
you,
fun
Matt.
stuff to do.
Yeah, I use that as a photo album for when I'm old. It says, hey, here are your memories. That's it.
No, but listen, that's a great idea. I love the feature that shows 2 years ago today you were doing this.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool.
It's more of a Facebook thing, but that's okay.
Your weather word today is influencer.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I think you're an influencer, Matt.
I'm not, but I appreciate
You're trend-setting.
that. I'm noticing the light. It looks like I have a gray streak of hair, and I was like, wow, I popped more gray hairs overnight. That's great. But anyway, I think it's
You know what that is? That's
maturity.
Your part. It's time for a dye job.
Yeah. Right, you'll have to take me through that.
I kid.
All the makeup tips you have for sure. Anyway, yeah, we'll get that word into the forecast. Pretty easy with the severe weather ongoing. There's lots of influences in the forecast, but we've got a tornado watch. And as I mentioned, this has been expanded northward throughout the viewing area here onto the evening. You notice the big picture. This is encompassing much of the Buckeye State. We're really the bullseye for this, especially the further south you head. But this now includes Trumbull, Portage, Summit, Medina, Wayne, Ashland, and Huron counties, even Richland County as well. That goes through 9 o'clock tonight. That means conditions are favorable to produce not just severe weather, but perhaps a tornado or two out of this as well. So where are we right now? Well, down to the south, we've been watching a monster storm just sneak by the southeastern half of the viewing area. We had large hail, 70-mile-per-hour winds with that. That's now out of here. We're dealing with leftover rain as you get down towards Tuscarawas and Carroll County. That rain will eventually end over the next probably 15 to 20 minutes or so. Still some embedded lightning, so best you stay inside. This is what we're going to keep our eye on over the next hour or so. New storm developing in areas of Richland County. This is Mansfield down towards Belleville along 71. May have some small hail with this. Nothing severe yet. It's just some heavy rain with some lightning, but that's heading northeastward, and that will eventually get into areas of Ashland County. Then out towards the west, this is what we're tracking. I think throughout the rest of the evening, there's a very strong line of storms near Lima right now. We've got a leading gust front with 70-mile-per-hour winds. This is going to head up towards the Sandusky, Erie, and Huron County area, probably 6:30 or so, if we had to time it out, and that'll be the leading edge of perhaps more storms that we watch this evening. Bottom line, not everyone going to see storms this evening, but those that do, some of those storms could certainly pack a punch, and you can see the bigger picture here, cluster storms down towards Columbus, and we'll keep our eye on that out towards the west. So we're not done with this. We're actually getting into it. Atmospheric energy is now increasing as we've got that warm front through. You probably feel it outside. It's a little bit muggy. Look at temperatures as well. We're bouncing up into the 70s out towards the west, still 60s out towards the east. Your National Zymark hour-by-hour forecast, showers and storms will be with us throughout the overnight. As we get into tomorrow, the big influencer will be a north wind. It'll help to cool us down. May have some fog along the lakeshore, kind of raw tomorrow. We'll be in the 50s with clouds, kind of dreary, and then eventually we'll clear things out. Coming up in our next half hour, we'll talk more about that weekend. We've got yet another system coming our way. Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast, 60s. We kind of ho-hum around that the next couple days. Big weather changes next week. You see the beginning of that, sunshine 70s. We'll talk more about that coming up.